morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. So last time we did our critters and we got to work an extra week, and of course I haven't done my butterfly yet, my other butterfly, but anyway I'll do it. I will, maybe over Easter. I still want to add in a hedgehog, but I thought I'd wait for this week's prompt to add in I'm going to add in more critters as we go, sort of thing. We're up to prompt 7. There's always quite a lot of questions in the Facebook group. Oh, can you put out a prompt list? Well, I just want to remind everyone who's in the Facebook group, this is a YouTube project and we only opened the Facebook group because we were asked to, so that way people could share and ask questions, but we won't answer prompt questions because it's very clear in the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 3 playlist. It says each video that has a prompt reveal says prompt reveal. All you need to do is watch the first video, like if I'm first for that month and you watch mine. Otherwise, if Sarah's first and she'll be first for this month, you watch hers and it says prompt reveal, and it's like literally not even a minute and you'll know what your prompt is. So we're not making lists because it's a YouTube project and it's supported by the Facebook group, and not everybody is in Facebook, so we are doing the YouTube project. Okay, that's business done. And so you will have watched Sarah's video to get the prompt for this month, and it is, I was about to say park bench. It's a garden bench or garden seat, is it? Yep. Or you could do a garden seat or a garden bench. And so I've been umming and ahhing about mine. Where am I going to put it? But first of all, what I need to do before I do anything like that is I need to collage a bit more fabric onto my piece. I'm feeling like, so what you can kind of see, like I've done linen over here, then I've done green over here, then there's linen there. I think I might need some linen over here. So let's have a look at it. And how is everyone? I haven't asked how everyone is. I hope you're all well. I've got my scrap basket here. I'm hoping I have some plant. Look, I mean, it's just exploding. It's filling up even more and more and more every time. I mean, there's some old fabrics in here and newer fabrics. So we'll just rifle through and see if I can find some more linen-y, beigey coloured like that type fabrics. Could use a little piece of that somewhere. That'd be good. Could be good. I'll have to audition it, of course. It was never opposed to a bit of a spot. And I love checks and stripes as well. And I like those. I know sometimes some people tell me, oh, I don't like plaid. Well, like here we go. Here, I'm getting down to the linens. Just a sec. Oh, let's smell. I might regret pulling all that stuff out. We need some plain. Here's a bit of plain hemp. Here's some linen-y coloured fabric. I'll see where I last had some toile. These are all good. Yes, liking those. That's good. I may pop over to my other box where I have also some, I think I might like a bit of lace. I think it's time for a little piece of lace as well. So I won't go too deep into there, otherwise we'll never get out of there. Yeah, I want some lace. I might delve into maybe some cheesecloth or something. I don't know. We'll just see. That's a bit greeny, that one. I think I want to go a bit more neutral. So I need to kind of see it. I know you can't see it all, but I need to see it. And I might... Oh, that stitch there, that's lumpy. I'll have to take that off. Must have been part of a dress or something. So I'm just going to, I want to get that off because that would not be pleasant to stitch through. I'm going to cut it. So yeah, I could have sat down and collaged all of this all in one go, but I kind of, that's not me. I like to sort of work it out. I don't like that bit there. I might like to work it out as I go. I might put it that way just to change direction because I've done those mostly vertical. I don't know how much stitching I'm going to do today. I might put this lovely rose one end. I'll have that under there. It may get covered up. I mean, this is just my background, so some of it can be covered. And I might put this nice big piece down here. And then what else can we have? We might need to insert some green somewhere. This is a lovely Japanese woven fabric. I love those. I think I quite like that there. That's just going to go over the top, I think. Move it over a bit. So I mean, I don't know why I'm worrying about that. I'll probably cover it. And now I need to pull out some green because that's a lot of beige now. So isn't that beautiful? I might use just maybe a little piece, maybe a piece of this. I haven't used that for a while. It was up the top there. I'm going to put a little piece of toile. I don't iron my fabrics. I just squish them down. I'll just snip that like that. That's just going to pop in there. And actually it can just go under that one. No, I like it over the top. I'll pin these in a minute. You could tack them down if you want to. And now we need a little bit of green, as I said before. So maybe I'll slowly put my fabrics back in as I look for the others. I may need to also pull down. I might just keep that fabric out. I might need that. But I was thinking, I don't know whether I'm going to embroider my bench or, I'm talking loud so I hope you can hear me because I've got my head in the box. I don't know whether I'm going to embroider my bench or, get your words out, Rachel, or applique. But then if I applique, I might wool, you know, do it with wool. I might need a deeper green, although I could come in with some organza. So let's just take a piece of this. I mean, this is such an old fabric. I had this when I was doing growth charts. I know I say that all the time. I did growth charts for many years. It's an Italian fabric. I don't know. I found a random shop somewhere and got it. I need that there. It's not quite overlapping enough. I think I tore it too small. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. So I'll have to stitch all of that down. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do any stitching in this video or not, but I'm certainly going to, I'm planning it out. And I'll show you where I'm going to put my, don't throw out any of our bits, we've got to keep them. We might add a bit of green there, just like that. Okay, this is it, we're done. This is enough. So just hold your horses for a second while I just plonk the fabrics back in the box. I can sit there one day and fix them up, make them fit better. If they're tidy, they sort of fit better, but when you plonk them, they don't fit. Okay, but I need to plonk them because I don't want to have all this mess around me while I try to work with you guys. Okay, got rid of most of it there, and I can get rid of these. Don't think I need those. So the next job is to pin, and so I'll pin this here. They attach, and I want to add I did say I wanted to add some lace as well, so I'm going to find a piece of lace and then I will invisible stitch them down. I always like to do that part, so I'll pause you while I do that. I guess I'm a bit late today because I was chatting to Mum. No, I had to go and do, I went and did a big shop because I don't want to go to the supermarket, you know, during the Easter period because it's crazy. So I thought I'd just made sure, hopefully I bought enough of things, and we do have the fruit shop next door if we need to get any extra veggies or anything like that. But I just stocked up on a whole lot of stuff for us. We do our morning smoothies, you know, for brekkie and stuff. So I made sure I had all of those ingredients for enough days, and what you know what I mean. Okay, so I'll just start the invisible stitch with you, just so you can see how it goes, if you can't remember. I might use a nice big whopping thick, I think this is a big size of a milliner's needle. if I can thread it. They have terrible eye. They're terrible, but they're nice and long. Look at the hiccups. Okay. So I am going to start. No, wrong. This is my beautiful pin cushion. I was going to say pin needle. That lovely Pam from Pandora's Junk Journals gifted me. I love it, Pam. So I need to come up under here. Stabbed myself already. And I need to come down and then forward. It's going to just take a minute to get myself going, because the first stitches are the hardest. I probably would fare better if I was just on my mat, not on my felted ironing mat. Okay, now I can pick it up. Got it going. Of course, it's quite thick because I've got some hemp there, and I'm also got some mattress ticking. So it's a little teeny tiny stitch on the top and a big stitch underneath. And I'll literally go, as you know, I learned it from Jude Hill, Spirit Cloth. She, for me, is the pioneer, or that I know of slow stitching, because she's been doing it forever. And she showed how to do that. I'm sort of going along. I'm making sure I'm catching all of the edge of things. So I will dart about a little bit and catch them here, because there's quite a few different edges. I love the look it gives the fabrics. And, you know, she basically would say you can join your fabrics together, and like you can even, if you wanted to make a piece longer, like if I want to make this piece longer, I would overlap them a few centimeters and do this stitch. And literally, if you do a few rows of this stitch, they will not come apart. They become like one piece of fabric. And she shows this stitch on her YouTube channel, so I'm not revealing any secrets. I think I showed you the other day, I saw one of her recent videos, because she stopped doing videos for a while, and now she started sharing things again. She did it zigzag, which was really great, because you could cover more ground faster. And I might start doing that. So it's like, but I would just want to get these bits done, anchored down. Oh, you see I've unthreaded. Yeah, so I've had the morning. I think that's I've already stitched that down, so I don't need to worry about that. I can come back down here and just catch this. Then come down further. And then I'll be turning it around and going back that way, because what it does is it gives it a little bit of a quilted sort of look. It's not as puckery. It can be a little bit puckery, but not as puckery as if you just stitch around the edge. I'm not mad about that look. I mean, each to their own. It's just my personal taste. I like all my fabrics to be stitched. So I'll go right across there, then I'll come back down here to there, down here, and I'll come back and stitch that, and then I'll go around that bit there, and then I'll come back across here, and then I'll go down there and across there. So just to give you an idea, but I'll have a row down there as well. So I'm going to continue doing that. It really doesn't take that long, and I highly recommend doing it. As I said in my other video, it's very mindful. You sort of sit there and relax and stitch away, and you can think about what's next. So I will pause the video and be back soon. Okay, so I'm back. I have stitched everything down, and I added a piece of lace because I wanted a bit more texture, and that's what it looks like on the back, all the stitches. So it's all stitched down, it's not going anywhere. So now where am I putting my bench? Well, I've drawn a little bench on here. I don't know if you can see there. I'll bring you down a bit, and then I'll tap you to make sure you're in focus. Excuse me, don't get sick. Okay, There we go. There's my bench. That's what I'm going to do. I haven't decided whether I'm going to embroider it or do some applique and then embroider it. I'm just going to decide that. So I'm going to draw, I think the seat of my bench goes about here. Across to about there. It's probably a bit chunky for the size it is. I might make it a bit longer. Yeah, I literally just draw it on, and then a little one at the back. Okay, and then I need to, just turn it around. Okay, I'm going to draw just slightly smaller the back. Now there's many ways you could do your bench. You could do applique. You could do applique and embroidery. You can do, you could paint it on and then just maybe embroider around the outer edge of each piece. So colour in each bit and then so yeah, paint it in and then just embroider the edge. So that is my bench. It's a pretty simple bench and it's small compared to my garden. I'm also going to add a bird to my bench here. I'll put a wing on it and everything. My wing might just be like that. So I'll do a little bird. Oh, look, that little green bit looks like its eye. So there's going to be a little bird, and then I thought I might have a little bunch of flowers lying on the bench, but I need to do the bench first. And I'll have bits of grass, and I'm going to do grass up here, spriggy sort of grass. And I've got to continue my path as well, which is going to go around here. So my bench probably could have been a little bit longer. So maybe, oh no, I won't make it longer. Can I rub that out? Not really. Okay, so one thought is I could cut pieces of this out on there because I want my bench to stand out. I don't want my bench to, so I could cut strips of this. Let's just try it. Oh, look at that. Put that on there and then just applique them on, but then I would embroider over the top of them. It would just be so that I could fill them in faster, a bit like painting. So I could do something like that. They're a bit wide. I'd have to trim them down a bit. I think I will actually do that. So they're going to be very narrow strips. I'll grab a darker ecru thread and I'll just applique those on. So I'll have that done by next week. I've got to trim that one off. This is how I measure, guys. I mean, this is it. Nothing is perfect. Cut another one. I don't think I need it longer than that. Put that there. And quite often wooden benches are wonky anyway. So I'm not here for the perfection of things. So I'll put my pins in there. And what I would do is take, stitch one on and then take the others off and then stitch the other one on. But we want to get the look now. And then I need a wider piece and a longer piece for there. So I'll put a snip here. And I'm just going to eyeball about how wide. I'm going to trim it down. Yes, that is too wide. I mean, yes, too deep, should I say. Oh, cute. Still too deep. I'm going to trim a bit more off. Are we in focus? Because the scissors are swinging around in the screen. There we go. Yep. There we go. That's going to be my bench. And those I'll embroider with a dark brown. And I am going to go over these as well. So I'll just do overcast stitch around the edge of them to stitch them on. And then they're going to be embroidered. So it will be slightly, it'll become slightly chunky too, which I want as well. So we'll do that next week. So we've got the little bird, and then I'll put the flowers on next week as well. And I may just do a little bit of slow stitching here, like I did there, just a few rows there, because I feel like this needs it. And I also need to continue my little pebbled path down here. And I was going to put a hedgehog somewhere as well. So there, anyway, there's my garden bench. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's. I've seen most things on Facebook now. I sat down and had a good scroll through yesterday, commented on it. I won't comment on everyone's, but I commented on a few, and loving seeing all of your work. So I look forward to seeing what everybody's sharing with us. And yeah, thank you so much for following along, and I will see you again soon. Bye.